Hey everyone, and welcome. I am absolutely thrilled you're tuning in for today's explainer. We're doing something really cool today. We're taking a massive, comprehensive service catalog from an industry agency, First Page Ranks, and we're breaking it all down into a streamlined digital marketing masterclass. We're going to dig right into how modern visibility actually works, pulling directly from their playbook to give you that rock-solid foundation you need to thrive online right now. But before we get into the nuts and bolts of it all, I want you to ask yourself a pretty tough question. Is your business genuinely visible online, or are your competitors just completely stealing the spotlight? It is without a doubt the ultimate pain point for any entrepreneur. Because think about it, you could literally have the best product in the world, but if your customers can't find you when they pull out their phones to run a quick search, well, you're basically invisible. So to solve that invisibility problem, here is our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll cover the digital marketing shift. Second, core online marketing channels. Third, the biggest business benefits. Fourth, the agency approach. And finally, number 5, services and estimated costs. All right, let's jump in. Number 1, the digital marketing shift, moving from offline to online. So why exactly is everyone migrating away from traditional offline methods? Well, it all comes down to this core definition. Digital marketing is the practice of promoting products, services, or brands through digital channels and online platforms where audiences spend most of their time. Notice that crucial last part, where audiences spend most of their time. Traditional marketing leans on offline tools, right? Newspapers, radio, those giant billboards on the highway. But digital marketing pivots straight to the screens in our hands. You're not just buying ad space anymore, you are literally buying attention. It's all about meeting your customers exactly where their attention already lives. And if you want some hard proof of just how massive this shift is, let's look at First Page Ranks, the agency whose data we're diving into today. They actively target over 30 states and regions. We're talking dozens of Indian cities, stretching all the way to international hubs like Canada and Dubai. Just wrap your head around that for a second. This is an agency using its own digital marketing and SEO strategies to plant a flag in more than 30 distinct geographic regions. And they're doing it without needing a physical brick-and-mortar office in every single one of them. It's wild. It beautifully proves the absolute massive scale and, frankly, the borderless power of a strong online strategy. Okay, part 2. Core online marketing channels, the arsenal of digital visibility. So how does an agency actually pull off that kind of reach? Here's the digital arsenal they use. You've got search engine optimization, or SEO. You have content marketing, think blogs, articles, videos. There's social media marketing across your Facebooks and Instagrams. Email marketing for nurturing leads, pay-per-click or PPC advertising for those paid spots. And finally, influencer and affiliate marketing to tap into borrowed audiences. It's a fully connected ecosystem. But let's zoom in on the 2 absolute heavy hitters here. Let's start with SEO. This is all about enhancing your website's content and structure to improve visibility on search engines, making discovery easier. It's your organic foundation. Now, it's not some overnight magic trick, right? It's the deep architectural work you put in so that when a customer types a question into Google, your business naturally pops up as the answer. It makes discovery passive, it's sustainable, and honestly, it is incredibly powerful over the long haul. But what if you simply can't wait months for that SEO to build up? That's exactly where PPC, or pay-per-click advertising, steps in. Unlike these slow-burn marathon of SEO, PPC runs paid campaigns on search engines or social media to attract targeted traffic and generate leads quickly. It's the fast track. You pay for the placement, and boom, instantly you have targeted eyes on your product. A truly balanced strategy almost always leverages both. You use PPC for the immediate sprint and SEO for the long-term marathon. Moving on to Section 3, the biggest business benefits. Why digital wins? Let's put traditional and digital head-to-head for a second. Traditional marketing is inherently geographically limited, it usually has a super high entry cost, and honestly, it's notoriously difficult to measure. I mean, if you buy a billboard, how do you actually know how many people bought your product because they drove past it? You kind of don't. It's mostly guesswork. Digital marketing, on the flip side, gives you global reach, totally flexible and cost-effective budgets where you control the daily spend, and precise real-time analytics. You know exactly what happens to every single dollar you spend. No guessing required. And when you start operating with that kind of data, the benefits just start rolling in. It effortlessly expands brand awareness. It enables hyper-targeted advertising, so you're only showing ads to people who actually want to buy what you're selling. It builds this strong, ongoing customer engagement, all of which directly increases sales and revenue. And maybe the biggest game changer? It supports business scalability. You can start small, test the waters, figure out what hits, and then confidently scale up your budget.
All right, section 4, the agency approach. How First Page Ranks operates.
So how does a professional team take all these abstract concepts and apply them to a living, breathing business? Here is the 4-step blueprint they use. Step 1, deeply understand the client's unique goals and target market. Step 2, develop a customized, tailored strategy. Because let me tell you, cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all solutions just do not work in digital marketing. Step 3, apply a rigorous, data-driven methodology using continuous analytics. And step 4, integrate creative storytelling and brand messaging. You have to make sure the brand's actual personality shines through all that technical optimization. Now, the absolute linchpin of this entire approach is data-driven decisions. Every single choice an agency makes, whether it's picking a specific keyword or deciding exactly where to place an ad, is backed by research, analytics, and real-time performance tracking. It totally removes the emotion and the guesswork from the equation, it guarantees complete transparency, and quite frankly, it's the only way to genuinely maximize your return on investment.
Finally, section 5, services and estimated costs. Grounding the abstract into reality.
Let's talk numbers, because it's time to ground all this theory into financial reality. Based on the estimates from our source, core services like SEO and PPC advertising run anywhere from 10,000 rupees for a startup, scaling all the way up to a lakh or more for enterprise-level campaigns. And definitely note that for PPC, that fee is strictly the agency's management cost. The actual ad spend you pay to Google or Meta is extra. Social media and content marketing generally hover in that 10,000 to 80,000 rupee range, and that covers your strategy, creating the content, and posting it. Web design is custom since it totally depends on the size and features of the site. Seeing this breakdown is so helpful because it strips away the mystery and tells you exactly what kind of budget you need to get into the game. And as your business scales, you might need some more specialized services. Take online reputation management, monitoring reviews, and protecting your brand's image online. That typically runs from 20,000 up to a lakh or more. Then you've got local SEO, which is hyper-focused on driving actual foot traffic to your physical storefront, sitting between 10,000 and 50,000 rupees. And if you're selling directly online, e-commerce marketing requires some pretty complex product optimization, starting around 20,000 and scaling to a lakh plus. Having this level of transparent pricing is an absolute goldmine when you're trying to build a real-world, actionable business plan. To tie all of this together, I really want to highlight this quote from the source text. In today's fast-evolving business landscape, having a strong online presence is no longer optional. It is essential. That really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the reality of modern commerce. The internet is simply where your customers live, where they research, and where they pull out their wallets. If you aren't showing up there with a structured, data-backed plan, to them, you just don't exist. Which leaves us with one final thought. In today's digital-first world, are you leading the pack or are you falling behind? Now that you understand how these channels operate, the massive benefits they bring, and what it actually costs to implement them, the next move is completely up to you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep learning, keep optimizing, and I'll catch you next time.